now that we've seen what Claude can do and we've seen what N8N can do, and we've used Perplexity to make our knowledge base for Claude, let's take just the documents that we created that should be up to date and see how far we can get with it. So we're going to come into projects. We're going to create a new project and call this one I'm going to call it N8N2. And this is going to write JSON workflows in N8N. And so what we're going to do, like I said, we're just going to copy this. We're going to put that into our instructions here. And then we're going to take these files. Actually, we're going to take this file and download this file. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to upload them. Now I could have just put them in Google Drive, and I probably should have, but we don't have to. And so this is how we do this. We use only 1% of our project. So what was the thing I used before? Let's see. Oops. Hopefully that's saved. We're going to come to the top here and we're just going to see if this performs the same way as the other one. We still have everything here. We're just going to put in the same prompt and see what it does. We want to monitor a specific Instagram account I own. Yes. And I'm going to just paste them here. All right. Posting frequency. This should be, I don't want to do webhook based. Let's just do on a schedule. We can run it every morning if you dump this. And so this is not about doing no work. This is about being economical about your energy. We want to get a lot done, and we want to think about the very critical stuff without getting bogged down in every single action. So we want to change. We just want to take the post content and slightly change it. And then we want to make a call to action to tell people, hey, call the automated system. And the automated system is the fastest way to get you and your idea in front of your artist or an artist, not all posts. But I will be able to follow the shop, collaborate with the shop that would get posted. So hopefully it's a couple times a day with everybody included. I know that's not true, but hopefully. So boom, this is how it's designing the workflow. It's going to run every hour, which I don't need. And so now it's going to generate the JSON workflow. And I would be willing to bet that it's going to be different than the other one, right? And so today, things are not necessarily like how you do it as much as you can get it done. And none of them are really like the way that might be different in 6 months. It might not, but Instagram and YouTube, they're always changing their algorithms, and they don't want people like scraping the transcripts or scraping other people's posts or adding a bunch of people indiscriminately. But the benefit of working this way is that we're going to be able to take these two workflows, open them next to each other, and see which one we like better. Maybe I'll like this first one that I made with my old N8N workflow generator. Maybe I'll like this one. In any event, now that you've seen all this, you can go make workflows for whatever the fuck you want, because I have given you the whole database to get at least this far. Now you're going to need to get your APIs in order. Everything you want to connect to is going to have an API. Sometimes those APIs are free. Sometimes those APIs cost money. That's all on you. I don't know, what to tell you. Do some research on that. You're going to need a Google My Business. Yeah. So Metagraph API, you need both of these. Cool. So that's fine. And so this is the actual workflow itself. We're going to copy this. And now, so we're going to move this one up, and I'm going to just hit Control V for paste. And that's going to give me a different, but kind of similar workflow. Now, what you'll notice is both of these workflows, they're using these code elements, which are generic. It's just telling it to run some code. And so that code can be HTML or it can be JavaScript. Yeah. So this is going to be JavaScript or Python. And then these are an HTTP request. So it's just sending a GET request. It says, hey, I'm trying to get something from this URL, which has something to give. Right. Which is the same. That's what we were talking about before, right? It's going to get the post picture or the photo URL. Then it's going to get the caption and whatever hashtags and the post information, the posting time, all of that kind of like metadata, and then change it into the format that Google My Business needs. Now, these are all just like GET requests, download Instagram image, upload media to Google My Business, create Google My Business post. I don't know if it would work that way. I think you have to create this post and do that all at once. So I'll get this working, but that's just one example of like, you could put this through 2 LLMs and get 2 different responses. I bet if we change the brain on this and we want to use this fast one, it's going to restart the chat. But I bet it would give a different reply to everything. If we had Gemini use this same information, and what we'll do now is we're going to export this to Google Drive. Now we can put this all in a Notebook LM document. We can have that Notebook LM document be the base. Oh, you know what? I should just have that be the base of a chat agent that can be on the site, and then you can make workflows for whatever you need. But in any event, for right now, I think this is better. You can run N8N yourself. Now, if you want to run it on the site or you want to run it on your own site, that's like a little bit different thing. I can walk you through that. If anybody's interested in that, let me know. I would just use the site. I don't know that you would need to have more than 2 or 3 workflows running at once. This was a much bigger thing when you needed to use this to run like chatbots for a business. But now that all that stuff is like internal inside of DHL, it's kind of not really all that like necessary. I don't use it for a ton of stuff, right? I use it for writing blogs for my website clients. And then I have another workflow that watches their blogs and other people's blogs to post shit so that I can write a blog in reference to their blog. So as they're posting, post counts going up. Every time they post and then I post, I link back to their blog. So we're growing backlinks at the same time. And in this way, we can all like kind of have a better web. There's other ways to get backlinks. You definitely want to go to like legit sources and write articles or create articles for them. But if you're looking for a way, I couldn't do all this stuff for myself, let alone all of my clients without the ability to automate it at scale. So that's it for creating your own little N8N helper engine. So happy workflow. There you go. And I'll see you on the next one.